welcome to my channel. So in the today's lecture, we are going to discuss TLB, Translation Look Aside Buffer. So before watching this video, watch my last video of multi-level paging. I will mention the link in the description box. Okay, so why do we really need to use TLB? So what is our purpose? We want our instruction to be executed as fast as possible. Okay, if your CPU requests for some instruction number, okay, if your CPU is requesting for some instruction number, what we want? We want to provide that instruction to CPU as fast as possible. Okay, so in the multi-level paging, we discussed that we have tried to reduce the total number of memory accesses. Okay, we have tried to reduce the total number of memory accesses. Okay, so what we discussed in the multi-level paging, if your CPU is requesting for some instruction number, what we will do? Firstly, we will go to main memory. Let's suppose your CPU is executing process P1. Okay, then what we will do? We will go to the page table. We will go to firstly page table of process P1. Okay, from the page table we have a page number and we have a frame number. Okay, you have stored complete detail of your process P1 in page table. That which page of your process P1 is present at which frame in the main memory. Okay, your page can be present at any location in the main memory. All of your pages might be stored dynamically in main memory. Your page table is going to help you that which page of your process P1 is present at which frame in the main memory. Okay, so firstly you will get the frame number corresponding to your required page number, then you will go to that frame number, okay, to fetch the instruction, which instruction your CPU want. Okay, so this way we are going to reduce the total number of main memory accesses. So with the help of page table, we try to reduce the total number of main memory accesses. But if you have many levels of page table, if your page table size is very big and your page table need 3 to 4 frames of main memory, okay, if your page table size is smaller than the size of frame, then we really don't have any problem. But if your page table size is greater than the size of the main memory frame, then I have to keep my page table in multiple number of frames. Okay, so what we do then? We will again make one more page table. Okay, so that we can reduce the total number of main memory accesses. Okay, so if you have watched my last video of multi-level paging, we made multiple page tables. We made multiple level of page tables to reduce the total number of main memory accesses. Okay, but if you have, let's suppose, 5 to 6 levels of page table, if you have 5 to 6 levels of your page table, then obviously you need to access your main possible. Okay, we try to reduce the total number of main memory accesses. It really depends on your level of paging. If you have made 5 to 6 or 7 levels of your page table, then we also need some time to access multiple levels of page tables. Okay, so a lot of time is going to be wasted. Okay, and let's suppose if your CPU need instruction number 12 frequently. Okay, if your CPU need 12 number instruction again and again. So if you have made 5 to 6 levels of your page table, okay, if you have made 5 to 6 levels of page table, then definitely 5 to 6 times you have to firstly access the main memory. Okay, you have to access your main memory for 5 to 6 times. Okay, then once you get the frame number corresponding to your instruction, okay, then you will go to that frame and you will fetch your instruction. Okay, so let's suppose I have 5 levels of paging. I have 5 levels of page table. So firstly 5 memory accesses are required plus 1. Okay, because after accessing the main memory 5 times, you now need frame number so that you can get the instruction which your CPU want. So 5 plus 1, 6 main memory accesses are required. If your CPU need 12 instruction again and again, so for each and every time you need to access main memory 6 times to get the same instruction 12 again and again. Okay, so we need to avoid the wastage of time. If you know that your 12th instruction is going to be requested by CPU again and again, what we can do? We can make use of translation look-aside buffer. Okay, and why we are making so much levels of your page table? Because your page table size is very bigger than the size of the frame. Okay, and if you want to reduce the total number of main memory accesses, we are making multiple level of page tables. Okay, we are making multiple levels of page table. Okay, so if we know that your CPU is requesting again and again 12th instruction, okay, so what we can do to reduce the access time of your instruction from main memory? We can take help of cache. Okay, we can take help of cache, or you can say registers. Okay, your cache and registers are very close to CPU, and accessing data from registers or cache really need negligible time. Really need negligible time. Okay, and I know that my 12th instruction is requested by CPU again and again of process P1. Okay, so I don't want to waste my time. What can I do? I can store the page table entry. Okay, I can store the page table entry for 12th instruction in the registers or in the local cache. Okay, I can store directly the page number and the frame number of 12th instruction in the local cache. Okay, instead of crossing 5 to 6 levels of page table in main memory, you directly go to local cache or your register. Okay, is, and from here you directly go into that instruction number. Okay, so this way we can reduce lot of time. If you know that your CPU is requesting 12th instruction again and again, you don't need to cross multiple levels of page table. You keep direct entry of your page table in the register or local cache. Okay, just in one go you are reaching to your direct instruction. Okay, with the help of TLB we just need to access main memory only once. Just one main memory access is going to be there. Okay, if you don't use TLB, then firstly, according to the levels of your page tables, if you have 5 levels of page table, you will firstly access 5 times main memory. Okay, and then again you will access main memory once to get your original instruction. Okay, what is the purpose of your page table? The purpose of the page table is to provide you the frame. Okay, is to provide you the frame that where you can get your actual instruction. Okay, we have lots of pages in the main memory of one process, and with the help of page table you are going to identify the frame in which your original instruction is present. Okay, so if you are using TLB, only one main memory access is going to be there. So the question is, why don't we keep the complete frame? Why don't we keep the complete frame in the registers or in the local cache? Okay, so you don't need to access main memory. Even you don't need single access of main memory if you keep the entire frame in the registers. Okay, but the problem is registers size is very less. The size of registers is very small. Okay, it has very limited storage capacity. It is mainly used for some useful work. It is not that you every time use registers. It has very limited capacity. If you have some urgent work, only then we make use of the registers. Okay, so if we make use of TLB, then we are able to access the actual instruction very faster. Okay, and we just need to access main memory only once. We don't need to access main memory multiple times. So, if your CPU is requesting for some instruction, okay, if your CPU requests for some instruction, firstly we will check the TLB. Okay, first of all we will check the translation look-aside buffer. Okay, if you found your instruction page number in TLB, okay, if you find page table entry for your instruction number requested by CPU, then we will access the main memory only once to fetch the original instruction. Okay, because your TLB is just going to give you the frame, is going to give you the location that where you can find your actual instruction in main memory. Your TLB is not going to give you the actual instruction. It is just going to show you the location, that if you go to this location, you will get your original instruction number. Okay, so first situation is, firstly we will check in TLB. If we find entry in TLB, then we will access main memory only once to get the actual instruction number. Okay, but the second condition is, if you don't find entry in TLB, if you don't find entry in TLB, then we will go to main memory. Okay, so what happens? We have accessed TLB. Okay, firstly we checked TLB. We don't find our entry in TLB. Then what we will do? We will access the page table. Okay, we will access the main memory. How many levels of your page table you have made? You will be accessing your main memory depends upon the levels of your page table. Okay, after accessing the main memory on the basis of levels of your page table, okay, what you will get now? You will get the frame number. Okay, we have two options. Either you are directly getting the location of your instruction number from TLB. Okay, but if you failed in getting the location of your instruction number from TLB, then we will go to the page table. Okay, how many number of levels you have designed for your page table? Okay, we will access all of that levels of page table. Now we have got the location that where your actual instruction is present in the main memory. Now we have got the reference of the original instruction. Okay, so we will again access main memory once to get the original instruction. Okay, to get the original instruction from the main memory. Okay, so this is how TLB is going to be helpful. If you want to speed up the execution of your instruction, you can make use of TLB. So if you have any query, I have mentioned my email ID in the description box. You can contact me on that email ID. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe my channel.